Hey, 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 it is September 7th, 2025, Sunday night, Outback with Petrone. Man, we are doing it. This is a double show. This is a double episode. I just had my man Jeffrey Christensen on, longtime friend, and what a hell of an athlete. Man, let's stay friends. Let's stay friends. Let's be friends. Let's be cops. That was even better. That was a great movie. Let's be cops. All right, I am out here with bringing it back from 2000, 2001 when I started with training motocross athletes. I am here with Lincoln Bartholomew that I picked up from the airport today. He's from upstate New York. Got him from another gentleman that I trained named Aaron Dieter, professional motocrosser. And, he hit me up with this kid and said, I think he's got it. It's been close to a year.
Yep.
And we've just talked. But Lincoln, welcome to the show. Welcome to the gym. Welcome to the house. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
So Lincoln Bartholomew is a top amateur and trying to get into the pro rank of making a living doing this, which is probably one. Ross, you're the golfer here. It's probably one of the hardest things to do as an athletic event, I would say, would be probably, what would you all guys, everybody's been an athlete here besides Ben because his feet go out, but that's okay, knee knobbed. Would you say golf? Maybe baseball? I mean, since we do have Jeffrey here, would you say Jeffrey? But I know professional motocross, U.S. motocross, supercross, is probably one of the hardest things to do to make a living. And we could probably, I'm 57, so I could date all the way to watching Johnny O and David Bailey and Jeff Ward. I could go on and on. Bob Hancock, Kent Howerton, Roger DeCoster, all way back when. You know the names, right?
Yeah.
Of what it takes to make a living doing this. And everybody believes this kid's the hot shoe and could do it. So I said, let's do it. I've been talking about it, of getting back into this sport of training. I left it in probably 2006, 7. My girl started getting a little bit older. And you're going to light that for me. I appreciate that. Here, you need this. And I stopped traveling and doing that because I was traveling with the guys to the Nationals Thursday through Sunday when they raced on Saturdays or on Sundays, which I like much better. I don't know if you do because you probably like the Saturdays, so you have Sunday to be with your buds. So Lincoln Bartholomew, welcome to Outback with Petrone.
I'm honored to be here. I've been looking forward to it.
This is crazy because we've only talked on the phone. I don't even think we FaceTimed.
No.
Not FaceTimed at all. And I think you labeled me like a confidence coach, and we've talked a couple times, and I've tried to be there for you. And it was one of those where it's like, all right, is this kid like fully in? Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. Fully in, fully out with me. What does he want to do? But we started seeing some results just from some simple mind thoughts, I would say, something like that. And then all of a sudden it worked out to Dieter going, hey, why don't you go down? You said a week. And then the kid's crazy. He's already crazy because we talked about doing 1 week, Ross. And within 10 minutes, he sent me his plane ticket. He's like, I think I'm coming down Sunday for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, well, okay. Okay, I guess the house will be empty, if you know what I mean, Ross. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like just us for 2 weeks getting after it. So, I opened it up with Jeffrey before Christensen, the New York Yankee, the former New York Yankee, is when did you know you were different? When did you know you had some talent? Because I grew up, you'll see the pictures, if Griff could ever show them to anybody, from 4 or 5 years of age of me riding and racing and doing my thing. But I was also wrestling, hockey. I was not great in anything.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Gotcha.
Okay, so I did a lot of sports, but my number one love was motocross because it's so demanding and it takes a lot of self-discipline. And what I mean by self-discipline is Jeffrey had a boss. He had a GM. He had a manager. He had to be somewhere. He had to do things. You guys don't. And I think my self-discipline was taught at an early age of like the training and the riding and packing up the bikes. We could go on and on. You and I will talk later of like how my old man made me do everything, because he had different jobs and stuff. So it was like different, but it brings you all the way back to what you're doing now, where Jeff and I talked about that in the kitchen when we were eating. And man, if you'd have told me it would have circled back around and I'd be this happy doing what I'm doing or whatever it is, you would never know. So when did you know that you were different?
Well, like in public school, I never like really like felt like I should be there. I never was like I didn't really like being on a team. I really liked having like all the power in my hands. I didn't like to rely on people. So like motocross was like my love. That's what I loved, and that's what I wanted to do. And I played hockey for a long time, and I had to let some stuff go to fully focus on motocross, and I'm glad I did. I don't know what I'd do without it, but I love it.
Were those your two sports?
Yeah.
Hockey and motocross?
Yep.
When did you start hockey?
When I was little, like around the same age.
Yeah, because ice hockey guys are savages. I mean,
Yeah.
they're savages. I mean, their work ethics, their hips, their glutes, the same thing. I mean, they're amazing athletes, in my opinion. So what year did you say, because Jeffrey had to talk about them, I love that we followed it up in that order because Jeffrey talked about dropping basketball. He used 3 sports. And then he dropped basketball. And you had to play football because it was Catholic at the time. It was a smaller school. You played football. Jeffrey, did you play, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you play nose guard?
No. I was a defensive end and tight end, Charlie. Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, I didn't know because you were built like that in high school. So I didn't know if he was like pulling guard or left money tackle. Sorry. I didn't know. I don't want him angry. Please don't let him get him angry. Yeah, so so you got into motocross at what age?
Around 4 years old.
Yeah, so that's crazy, Ross. You got to get into this sport. It's like golf. If you got to get into it super early.
Yeah.
Super early.
For sure.
When did you know? And I know I'm going to know some. Listen, guys, this is probably a first podcast where I don't know anything of this kid. I mean, it just came together real quick. Where I just picked him up, like on a wing on a prayer. We talked about it, Griff, for a lot of years of like I wanted to get back into it, and it was the time.
Yeah, and it just happened so fast. Like we were talking like 2 days ago, and I booked a ticket.
Yeah, he showed me the ticket. He didn't even ask. What is it? What's the saying? Ask forgiveness or permission. What is it?
Forgiveness later.
Yeah, good job, guys. Okay. It's not the land of the brainiacs over there besides Ben with that Olympian strength. So take me through, how did we get together? Take me through that.
So I met Dieter at Minio's almost a year ago now.
And Dieter is who to me?
He trained with you for a long time.
Aaron Dieter?
Yep. And he swears that you're life-changing, and you're the guy to go to, and that's why I wanted to come.
And the Mini-O's is coming up again. It's
Yeah.
the Thanksgiving weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were down there last year, and that's when I got a phone call. He was working with another kid, but younger kid.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
then he said, hey, I got this kid that shows a lot of speed, da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, you should come down, which I couldn't at the time, but he said, you should come down, take a look at him. But this year I definitely will. So, and then where do we go from there? Again, my head can't think the way y'all think. So what did we do from there? Just talk a little and, you seemed, Jeffrey, we talked about that. He seemed half-ass about it. Like, it was like, okay, why didn't this kid come down the off-season? Because I know the off-season of motocross, especially at the amateur, he's not in the supercross. He's not racing that. So why isn't he seeking to come down? I was thinking that. It was kind of crazy. I'm like, I think he wants to talk to me some and dabble, but why isn't he full bore?
Yeah, well, I would have been here sooner. I would have rather been here in the winter for sure, and like more and longer time. And I was just injured. Like it was.
Okay.
I was injured for like 6 months, and I didn't want to come here and half-ass your training. You know what I mean? I wanted to be 100% when I came.
I like it. Okay, we're getting it. So what was your injury?
So I had a hole in my scaphoid, so I broke it, and I didn't know I broke it, and it healed, and then it just healed with a hole. So I couldn't like do a push-up. It really hurt to bench. Like in the gym, like I could still work out and still get the workout, but it was just real painful. And I had no clue I was hurt because I wasn't riding because it was off season.
Got it. Okay, so then your season starts probably what, March?
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
Like this year it'll start a little bit earlier now that we're getting into Supercross and stuff like that. So
you're done. What, like I guess, like the big, for people who don't know, the huge one. It used to be Ponca City.
yeah, Ponca's coming up this weekend.
It's still Ponca City.
Yep.
Okay, good. And then Loretta's.
Yep, Loretta's. Now there's a lot of other stuff. So there's spring nationals now. We're gonna go to those next year.
Right.
And that's in Texas. It's like a week long. There's 2 different races. They're like an hour apart. You drive down there in your camper, and then you finish the one race and go to the next one. They're really important too. So
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a big year for you. So
Yeah.
tell the people, the viewers and listeners, and anybody watches and listens, what this amateur year would be for you. Actually, speak it. Like, speak what you want to do this year.
So my goal this year is like we've never really made a full push. Like I was in public school until my 10th grade year, and then I finally trained for 2 weeks before Loretta's in 2023, and I finally got a result, and it kind of opened my parents' eyes a little bit more. And then I went homeschooled, and then I started training a little bit more. I never really trained. Like that was kind of our motto, was beat the kids that train, because I didn't have it, you know. And
What do you mean you didn't have it?
like I wasn't full-time at a training facility. I'm not getting all 10 bikes a year, brand new, fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, explain that. So you sound like Rocky. You know, you sound the underdog. You sound
Yeah.
like you didn't come from having the 10 bikes and the rigs and stuff, which, you know, Griff has had the opportunity of interviewing some of those kids that did, and you didn't. So your chip on your shoulder was to beat the kids that trained,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, my dad's motto is always beat that money. That was our
Beat that
motto.
money.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like my dad does everything he can. Like I'm super fortunate for what I have, and I'm real grateful. And yeah, and I'm luckily I have sponsors to help me out when they can and get me there.
Sponsored by Petrone.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. So you're this year is important. This year is your make or break year.
Yeah, so like now we're finally making a push. I've been training more than I ever have. I'm still not full time. I do a little, like a month and a half there, here and there, and just what I can. And now I'm coming here, so.
So
a little
then,
more.
so the mini O's, explain to the people again. This is a foreign for a lot of people out there, you know, because I'm not on the thread of the motocross ones with Gypsy Tales and stuff like that. So, explain to the mini O's coming up.
Yeah, so Mini O's is like the Winter National. It's kind of the last race of the year. It's a week long. They have a Supercross portion. That's the first half of the week, and then the second half of the week's motocross. So it really varies.
And you try to state your name in that.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Like
Make a
sponsors,
statement.
everybody's there looking to see who the hot shoe is.
Yeah.
Who was it last year?
Me.
There it is. Okay, I like it.
Well, I was always a top 10 guy. We like I said, we didn't really train much, and we finally made a push, and we did a good month of training before, and it was really good. I mean, we went there shooting for like a top 10 would have been happy, and then I went out and won. And I mean, it was mentally, it threw me off a little bit because like I really didn't think that was gonna happen. I knew I could do it, but I wasn't fully like aware.
Got it. Yeah. So what do you think? Let me ask you this question. So you're coming down here for 2 weeks. You don't know anything about it, but like Jeffrey, I really like what Jeffrey said about hate losing. What are you wanting out of this? That'll help me. What are you wanting out of this 2 weeks?
I really sometimes I struggle mentally. Sometimes I lost before the race even started, you know? I just try to I feel like I try to make everyone happy and make everyone proud, and then I just get in my head and just stuck.
Yeah, so Jeffrey and Ross and Ben and Griff, in this industry, I'll explain it for him because I don't know, guys. Would you vote me since I am 57, he's 17, would I be a father figure, a grandfather, or the crazy uncle? Crazy uncle. So I'll be the crazy uncle. Is what I have found with the Ben Riddles and the Dieters and the Finks, not the Sipes or the Mills, Ryan Mills, Avenue, I don't know, but they basically second mortgage their house. So what they do a lot with this is they pour everything into it. So the kid knows that. He just said it. And I've been in this since 5 years of age. I've been into it all the way till 2007. Always watch it. Always. These guys know my first love. They know it. They understand it. Is they put so much pressure on these kids at 14, 15, 16 because they know, the kids know they're living with their family I would say 30 weekends out of the year they're traveling. They understand what's at stake. So you guys could help with that, Jeffrey. You being the highest pro here is what I try to tell everybody: if you're not having fun, you're not going to succeed. And I still have fun doing what I'm having. So much fun right now, and I'll have fun tomorrow morning. And I had fun today. I had fun shopping at Costco. I had fun prepping for today. It has to be fun, and I think that's what I'm going to try to help you with the next 2 weeks. Is yes, pressure is a privilege. We want the pressure, but I think we want to embrace the good pressure of like, I don't know. We could chop that up off the mic, but like, you hit on something is like, I don't want to disappoint everybody, but
it's difficult because like my parents put their all into it, and like I give it my all. And then when I go out there and don't do what I know I can do, and I just feel like I really disappointed everyone, and I'm really just disappointed myself. Like,
so do you think it's something, again, Ross could help you with this, understanding this, is do you think it's a money game? You know, because we talk about the Hayden Deegans, and if everybody knows who Hayden Deegan is, you'll be able to see it and pull it up. And he was labeled as the rich kid and the YouTuber and all that stuff before he came up, and had all this and had all that. But he proved it when he got on the track. He nailed it. But do you think that the money wins out?
No, I think there's heart and talent. And like I think Hayden Deegan, even though everything was given to him, I think he still put in the work, and that was heart. And that, I mean, he doesn't have to do what he is doing right now.
I agree with that. So the next 2 weeks, you're wanting the mental, and where do you think that'll take you? How do you know? You know, we talk with Griff on this. You got to really like listen to a lot of these podcasts. Mm-hmm. You got to understand the Outback with Petrones. Are you looking for the outcome, not the outcome? Are you looking for the system that gets you the outcome, or are you going to take everything that we do and apply it to what you have to do at the mini O's?
Yeah, I'm going to take everything in, like the meals, everything, like the sleep schedule, everything I'm taking in, and that's what I'm going to like do while I'm training at the Shoals. Like my day is going to be the same, but with just riding in between.
And what's the Shoals? I mean? Where do you leave from here, and what's the Shoals to everybody?
So the Shoals is a training facility that I live at, and it's an amazing place with amazing trainers, and I love it there, and
thanks.
I'm learning a lot. Well, dirt bike trainers.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Let's make sure we get that. Yeah. I love that. I just get kicked in the balls 24/7. It's okay, Ross. It's just not you. Okay. So, and then from there you break to the mini O's. And the mini O's, what's your, God, it's such a tough call, Jeffrey. It really is. And do you want to go down and win? Do you worry about the outcome? Do you understand the work that has to go in? Or do you just do the work and let the chips fall where they are?
I've been putting in the work. Like I've been working as hard as I can. I know I can win. Like last year's a real eye opener, and like this year I really want to get it done and like make a statement, and not go out there and do what I did last time and kind of get in my head and think that I have to win. And
yeah, we're going to work on that. We're going to understand that, like what gets in your head. That's what, like, you know, Jeffrey and Ross being baseball guys swinging sticks is you get confidence at the plate. I remember JP Aaron Sebia said that on my last podcast years ago. It was like, I lack confidence at the plate. I need confidence at the plate. And people would go, just get confidence. You just don't get confidence.
It's not that easy.
It's if that was the case, we'd all be confident. It would be like, let's do confident. You have to do the work, and you have to do, and we talked about this. I told you this before anybody got here. It's the selfless acts, not the selfish acts, because everybody does a selfish act. So when you think about you, and even when you say this, Ross, I'm humble, you're talking about yourself again. So think about that. That gets you to next level stuff. So stop doing any of the I'm stuff and the selfishness and think selflessness. And that's the beautiful thing today. I told you one thing today, and before I asked, he emptied out the trash bag. He didn't, okay, we'll see if it sustains for 2 weeks. But I guarantee you, I'm telling you, you could laugh all you want. The Karate Kid of the wax on, it works. Nobody comes to this house and loses. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't. And you'll just see all this. You'll see all this stuff right here. You'll understand all these walks of life. I explained them all to you before you got here. And that, I think, the motocross community misses. I think because it's such a little niche and it stays right there and they don't branch out. Maybe now more than they did back in the 2000s of like, oh, that guy does this. I'm not going to that guy because he doesn't train 10 motocross guys. Jeffrey, it's not about training 10 motocross guys. It's about winning. It's about hate losing, whatever that is. Winning in business, winning in filming, winning in being super strong with some gobble walking squat, winning today. Ross was a winner today. He won, okay? He's a winner. So you got to come up with that and like wake up and go, and I'm doing the things that are going to get me better to win. And I know they are, and we know about working hard, but we have to have that program. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this since 2018. I look forward to these podcasts as much as I look forward if I trained a first round draft pick in the combine. I would look forward to this more because it's the process. It's what we just talked about. It's putting the work in. Today came with everything. That's why I came off today, because of all the work I did today. I didn't have to worry about the outcome. I didn't have to worry about, I hope I have a great podcast. It already happened from the work I did today. Does that make sense?
The preparation, yeah.
There you go.
I feel like the preparation is like, it helps with confidence too. Like my motto is like outwork the competition, because if you outwork them, you will beat them. And yeah, I think if I work as hard as I can and know that I worked as hard as I can, and like prepped as much as I can and did everything that I should have done, I should win.
And what did we talk about earlier 2 weeks ago about consistency? You know, let's not just put one moto, consistency, right? That's why they have the PGA Tour 4 rounds. Any ding-dong can go out there and shoot a 68. Not any ding-dong, but a pro, okay? Let's put 4 rounds together and see what happens. You know, so I think that's the number one thing you want to be is consistent, and everything else will pay off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Consistency is very big in motocross. And I mean, you have to be consistent to win. Like, it's two moto, 3 moto format. Like, you have to be consistent. You can't win one and DNF the other, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like Jeff said, like, I think you got to be all in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I mean, you got to be like, I know I'm speaking out of text with all this, but it's like, don't have the fallback plans on. I don't buy that a lot with what you're trying to do. A fallback plan with a doctor, yes, he has to go to school. We get that. Like an accountant, a mechanical engineer, yes, you can't have a fallback plan and go, I don't need to go to med school. I could figure it out. But with your stuff, it's like, it's all or nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
like this is my plan A, B, and C. Like this is what I want to do.
This is what you
like,
got to do.
I want to make this work.
Yeah,
so.
so if you have the talent, you seem like a very talented kid of what I've seen and what I've heard. You put the right work in, the right preparation, and get a right plan. And we talked about getting a right system. You know, Griff and I talk about 32 teams want to win the Super Bowl. Well, we know they're not going to win the Super Bowl. They just say that. You have to figure out, like, that's great to have the goal, but did you put the system into effect before the goal to go right personnel, right coaches, right strength coaches, right players in the right position? Now we can win the Super Bowl.
And we talked about that before a few weeks ago when we were on the phone. You're like, the preparation comes with the confidence, and it's 100%. Like that was it.
100. That's all you got to do. All right, Lincoln Bartholomew. You know, the good thing with Link, we're going to follow up in 2 weeks from now. You know, we might have to do a Saturday. It depends on where he leaves Sunday, but I want to see the difference. We're going to talk about how he trains, what he does, and you're going to see an extreme change on this kid from now to then. I guarantee it. I mean, even the look right there where he's looking, it's going to be totally different. Thank you, Lincoln, for giving me the chance and the opportunity, and your parents trusting me of you coming down and training with me.
Anytime. Thank you for letting me come and giving me this opportunity.
Let's make it about a 15-year career. Why not? Into your 30s. Let's keep it. Let's not do the norm where they break off at 26, 28.
Be like Tomac.
He's doing it.
He's older, yeah.
You know, and he's had some injuries.
Recent injuries, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, he'll get fired up again next year.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee it. All right, brother. It's going to be good. I'm going to say I love you.
Love you, too.
Okay? I love everybody here. I love it all. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love this new chapter. And as Jeff said, I manifested it. Big shout out to Ashland Petrone Manifest. We made fun of it years ago, but it works. And it's biblical, Ross. So screw you. All right, Link. Love you, brother. We'll see you soon. I love taking shots at Ross.
125 KTM. KTM.